Hello everyone, how are you? Welcome, welcome, checking our levels. Hopefully we don't sound too loud. I'll make sure I don't yell at you. Looks like we've got some good light. We're here for Pilates and Bounce. I'm Jenna-Zaffino. I've been on a little bit of a hiatus, rehabbing some injuries and some conditions and this thing called the steep decline into perimenopause. So thanks, thoughts and prayers are absolutely welcome. I appreciate them all. So as we enter back into this live foray into our various classroom formats, we are going to be focusing on a little bit of a more gentler rebounding experience. So I hope for those of you who need it, you will come in and receive those things. If you'd like a more intense class, there are over 180, I believe, classes on my site that range from gentle to very physically intense. And in terms of rebounding, you have Tabatas, you have circuits, you have strength training, you have cardio blasts, you have dance fit focus classes. So please look through the playlists. I've tried to organize them up so they make a little bit more sense, and hopefully you can find exactly what you need. I do have the chat up. If it's here, if it's working for you, if you can chat, let me know you're here. It feels like it's a good Monday. It feels like it's a good Monday. So we're gonna begin just with a little hip warm up. We'll start some bouncing. We'll get into our Pilates. Let's start with our feet nice and wide. We're here for just about 35 minutes. A beautiful way to enter the week. Take your index fingers, place them right at your hip folds, and then just take a little bow forward, a little bend. Go as far as you can, feel that stretch behind your hamstrings, and then come all the way back up, lifting your chest nice and high, opening your hips in the front. Let's do it again, reaching forward. Starting to integrate a little breath into our bodies, into our lungs, opening up our mind. We'll do this 2 more times, reaching forward and lifting up. Good, and if you are here and there feels like there's any discrepancies between my voice and the music level, please let me know. And we're gonna get a flashlight cameo. Hey Flashy, come here. You're gonna say hello? It's been a while. Can you come over and sit? Yeah, Flashlight is our resident dog. Let's take our right arm up and over, our left arm up and over all the way to the right. Take a big long stretch through your side. Don't press the buttons, Flash. All right, good job. Gotta watch out. He doesn't always know what he's doing. Let's go to the other side. That's what happens when your production manager is canine. Good. Let's do a little bend down, knees, ankles, and hips, and then big stretch. Shift your weight over to the side. Bend down, hands to the hips. Big stretch, shift over. Hello, Christina. Oh, Christina, you're a great person to tell me how my levels are between mic and music. Does everything sound good? Because I'd rather switch it now. It looks good on my end, but there's always a different experience off camera. Let's pick up our pace a little bit. Go down, reach, down, and reach. I'm always happy to be back with my crew. I've missed you. It's been very hard. A lot of patience to work with my body, but you know, I hope it just allows me to come back in a way that helps you out a little bit more. All right, she says it sounds awesome. I'm gonna take her word for it because I trust her. One of our crew, our OGs, go 1 more each side. Stretch and reach and stretch and reach, and just take both arms all the way up. Let's take a roll down. Last little spinal warm up. Bring your chin to your chest, round forward. Hands come down to the floor, to your hands, to your knees, wherever you need them to be. Let's bend and stretch those legs, just bending them down. Lifting your hips up. 2 more like this. Just coming to the end of a little 5-minute standing warm up, and then we'll get up on that rebounder. 1 more time to bend. Take a slow roll up through your spine. Curl your tail under, dropping down, lifting up. Roll those shoulders out. Let's step all the way up on top. Get ready to rock or bounce, as the case may be. Let's start with our feet a little wider than hip width distance. It's a nice solid stance. We're gonna have our feet spread wide. I want you to think of like a big bird foot. You ever seen a pelican? Spread your webbed toes out. What did she say? I don't know. Just take a nice little wide foot, a big wide foot, and start to bounce. All right, so the idea is that we're pushing into our footprints. Down, 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 down. Just bringing a little awakening into the bases of our feet. This is specifically for me. Hopefully it's for you too. The importance of the feet just continues to provide lots of opportunities to move, and it will absolutely help you feel really connected all the way up through the crown of your head. So once we get our bounce going, let's reach our arms forward. We're gonna bring them out to the side. We're gonna reach them forward again, and then press them behind you, open up your chest. Now as you go through the arm movements, we can also start to think of opening the chest and the hips simultaneously. So press your arms back, hips and chest get wide, reach them forward. Press from your shoulder blades. Reach to your chest level and push way back. Good work. Forward. Open them up. Reach them forward. Press way back. Let's pick up the pace a little bit. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3, and 4. Good. 2. Now, the great news as we're doing these little bounces is that we're starting to waken up everything in our lower body, and we're starting to waken up our brain, get her brain online with what's about to happen. Let's do one more of these. Here we go. Forward, side, forward. Now I want you to press it back and hold it behind. Can you take your hands back to the lowest part of your back? If not, just take your hands to your thighs. All good. All right, as we bounce, I want you to press your elbows back and then release. Just a little chest stretch here. Press them back. I'm gonna show you from the side what I'm doing. Forward. So the elbows reach back and forward. Now what I'm trying not to do is shift my chest and my hips to make that happen. So if your arms aren't moving as much as you'd like them to, just be patient, yeah? Just starting to open them up. Hello, Tracy. Welcome, welcome. Here comes the crew. Very happy to see you here. I told myself by hook or by crook we'd be back. All right, now we're gonna take that right arm out to the side. Just reach it out, bring it back behind. Left arm, bring it back behind. Right arm, good. Our thumbs are pointing down. Just getting some good shoulder mobility. You're gonna see a little shift from me in the sense of making sure we include all of the little joint-centric motions. Not that we weren't doing that before, but there's just a special focus on it because your girl's gotta keep herself healthy. If you want me to keep coming back, it's gotta be focused. Lots of new things to prioritize, yeah? One more each side. Good. Excellent. All right, let's just reach those arms down, shake them out, bring your heels and toes closer together. We're in a hip width distance apart position, just a little space between your feet. They're about the width of your sockets. I want you to bend your knees, start pushing through your footprints to the ground. So we're going down, down. It's a little bit more of an active bounce. So let's take our elbows to 90 degrees. We're gonna press, press. This is the beginning of your basic bounce. If you're ready to leave the mat, you can always leave the mat. If you're working closed chain with me today, then you can stay connected. It's all good. All right, so here's our pattern. We're gonna go bounce, 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 heel. Bounce, 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 heel. 3 bounces, and then just tap your heel forward. Good. Bounce, 2, 3, heel. Bounce, 2, 3, heel. We're gonna find that beat. Let's stay here for a second. We'll go in 4, 3, 2. It's gonna be our left heel. Bounce, 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 heel. That's it. So just picking up the pace a little bit. And as always, should you want to up your intensity while I'm keeping mine low impact, not to say we won't be bouncing, but you can always add a bounce in whenever you need to. My expectation of this class is that you take care of you, and I'll take care of me, and in effect, we'll be taking care of each other, yeah? 2 more. Good. All right, same pattern. We're gonna take that heel out to the diagonal, boom. You can take your arms out too, a little rotator cuff action here, slightly. Point it out, you got it. So there are so many simple ways to raise your heart rate on the rebounder. It does take a good beat. I was in a Facebook group recently, lurking, and I found that a lot of people were like, I like rebounding, but I get so bored. And I was like, I happen to know a channel that'll keep you going, right? For 4. A beat helps, a pattern helps, you know, a little bit of focus. Last one. Okay, let's bring it down. So right here, we're gonna start to march. March, 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 march. Just move your arms side to side. You can think of these marches almost like stomps, pushing down through your leg. Yeah. 4, 3. Now you can stay with this little slower cadence, or you can pick it up side to side with me. Here we go, march. Somehow, the marching is the thing that always gets my heart rate lifted. We gotta practice balance in the center. We're trying to lift up our foot as much as possible. Good. All right, let's take these marches wider, out to the side. A little harder when we get out to the edges of our rebounder. There's more tension because the edges of the mat are closer to the bungees. So more bounce happens in the center, more tension, more power happens to the side. Take it in. Good. Yes, Tracy, we must look after ourselves. 100%. We clean up our side of the street so we can help the rest of our people out, yeah? All right, you ready to take it out again? Let's go out and out, right through the break. There's our Chicago L train in the back. If you need it, whenever that train goes in our studio, ours, yours and mine, it's a good opportunity to give yourself a big breath. Now you might hear me breathing heavy. Part of that is because I haven't been doing a ton of cardio. Part of it is because I've had the annual sinus infection. Yeah, all right. Let's get on that beat. 4, 3, we're gonna take 2 in, 2 out. Here we go. Boom, out. Now it's a little slower pace, so can you lift your knees higher? We're almost to the point of adding in a little bounce today. And believe me, it's taking all the self-control not to go crazy. I want to dance party bounce so bad, Tracy, but I'm gonna wait for clearance. I'm waiting for clearance. I've got a bell to ring at PT, and when that day comes, y'all better watch out. Just kidding. 4, good. 3, 2. All right, take it nice and wide and stay. Just bounce down. Let's start to slide in for 2, out for 2. Bring your hands to your chest, slice them out. Inner thighs, outer thighs. That's how we get those hips ready. Now, of course you can jump these. We're staying all within kind of a pretty basic challenge today. You can jump, pick up your feet side to side, or you can just slide with me. Good. Let's go in and out a little quicker. In, out, out. Good work. Keep those knees soft. Energy through the crown of your head. Chest open. Grounded through your feet. We go for 4, 3, 2. Let's land in on 1. All right. Make a little fist. What are these? Prayer hands, kind of? Begging hands? It's not going to be that bad. All right. Inner thighs together. Let's just do a stationary bounce. Option to stay connected to the mat for sure, or start to find some air underneath. Good. From the side, slightly hinged, thinking of pulling my knees up to my chest and pushing down into the mat. We go 8, 7, feels good, right? 4, 3, 2, we're gonna slice that left arm out, twist to the right. Good. Come back to center, twist to the left. Nice work. Let's do it again. Center, twist. Good. 4, 3, 2. That's it. Go 4, 3, 2, stay center. All right, let's go 4 each side, to the right. And center. And center. I guess it's 3 bounces and a center, sorry. 4 bounces. All right. That's it. Are you ready? Last 2 like this. Let's go side to side, 1 and 1. 1, 1, 1, 1. Twist from your waist. Keep your chest facing me. All right, give me 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Take it to singles, singles. Yes. Good work. Excellent. reach and reach. It's 4, 3, 2, back to center. Let's just do a little bounce balance. Good. Press through those heels. Roll through the ball of the foot. Excellent. Walk your feet in, tiptoe. Good. That's it. Calm that heart rate down. Deepen your breath. So good to be back. I know that I'm getting closer to my cardio aspirations when I go, oh wait, I think I could do more. You guys are listening to my inner dialogue in real time, but it's good. Let's bring it down. Because we want to tiptoe when we're rehabbing or when we're working with pain. We want to be able to tiptoe right up to that pain and kind of learn what it needs instead of diving in and like looking for a life raft that we may or may not have, you know? All right, roll those shoulders up. We're getting ready to use our rebounder as a Pilates mat. As per usual, in the event that you need to use a larger surface on the ground, maybe you're in your bedroom, you want to get on your bed, let's reverse. It is all welcome, okay? We're dancing now. I know, well, it's because you all showed up in the comments and now I'm looking for my oxytocin from my crew. Deep breath in, calm your bounce down. Release all the way down. All right, grab a quick drink of water if you want, and then we're gonna come right down to a seated position on our rebounder. So, using the rebounder as a mat means a couple things. We have a good solid surface to press against. We can use these bungees as resistance. We can also use our legs against the frame for a little extra help. Shh, I don't mind if you use help. All right, but first we're gonna start stretching our spine. So take your hands on your knees, rock your hips back, feel your chest curve in, look down to your abdomen, and then press your knees into your hands. Lift your chest up, open your chest back, pull those shoulders back like we did. Feel that nice, warm, long spine, yeah? Round it again. Good. Reaching through. Big chest up. Good. Every time I practice cardiovascular movement after having a sinus infection or a respiratory infection or what have you, it always reminds me of how beautiful it is to breathe. Let's take this one up and we're gonna turn over our right shoulder. Just take a little twist over your right shoulder. See if you can reach your right arm back. For those of you who have breathing issues, let's rock back and go the other way. I do have a whole entire library up on the American Lung Association's website for classes and practices for people living with lung disease, one more time each side, which is really just a great resource to have if you need a different approach to what's happening in your body. Good, rounding forward. Okay, take your arms up, sit up nice and tall. Reach forward over your legs, make a round shape with your spine, and then we're gonna start to roll back. Press through your tail. You can use your hands on your frame if you need to. You can hook in with your legs into the frame, reach your arms back overhead. Just for a moment, feel a long and lengthened spine. Can you drop the whole contents of your torso? Can you drop it back into the mat? From here, take a deep breath in, reach up, peek forward, and just come to your abdominal curl here. Can you drop it down a little bit more, reaching as far as you can, and then lowering all the way back down. Deep breath in, exhale, curl forward. Reach it a little more. Use those arms on the frame if you need to bring yourself up a little higher, and then roll all the way down. Actually, we're gonna do that on the next one, so take a deep breath in. Exhale forward, find your frame, pull yourself up higher than you can get on your own. Now hold it, release, kick those heels into the frame. 4, 3, 2, let's go down again. A little bit extra, reach them up, curl forward, find your frame, curl up a little higher, find it, think hips and ribs together, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, release down. Let's do one more like that. Here we go. Deep breath, curling forward, find it, pull it up, pull it up, pull it up, pull it up, reach, feel it, reach it. Good, and roll all the way down. Let's take our hands down by the sides. We're gonna bring our legs up onto the frame. From here, just have a bit of space between your heels, and let's just drop our knees over to the right, keeping your left shoulder grounded. I want you to think about your waistline pressing down into the mat to come back to center, and then go to the other side. A gentle spinal twist. Now you can stay with that one, or we can bring it into a more challenging abdominal exercise by bringing our legs up to tabletop. So the same idea, we bring our knees over to the side, but the opposite shoulder stays down, and then we send the waist back to center. So you choose which one you want to do. Maybe it's a combination of both. And we're just going to bring in a little bit of weighted movement into our spine here. Breathing in maybe as you go across, pulling back to center. The other side. Yes, just getting a little twist and warmth into the center. Good. Yes, I will. So the American Lung Association program is called the Patient and Caregiver Network. Here's one more. Come back to center and hug your knees into your chest. And so it's lung.org/PCN, Peter, Charlie, Nicholas, Patient Caregiver Network. Let's reverse and circle around a couple times. So if you're interested in that, if somebody's on the chat, you could put that in, lung.org, lung.org/PCN. It's free. You can join, get all the classes. All right, we're gonna bring our heels back down and go into a bridge, and then we're gonna get rocking for a few minutes, okay? So let's work a spinal bridge, heels against the frame, curl under. Of course, if your rebounder isn't big enough, you can always go back down to the mat. I have the, what is it, the 45, 46 inch, the biggest one of Bellicon here. And I got it specifically for the Pilates. So we're rolling up through the spine. We're coming up to the top. You want to find that space of knees, hips, shoulders in one long line, then roll down. And as you're rolling down, can you press through the back body to try to push through the bungees? Let's go a couple more times here. Curling back. Think of those knees shooting out, reaching, lengthening over your toes. And then rolling down all the way. All right, we're gonna do a little alignment exercise. Let's roll up to the top again. Find it at the top. Now, once we're here, drop your left hip a little lower than your right and see if you can roll down on the left side of your spine only. Oh, try to stretch out through that left waist as you lower to your hip, and then roll back up along the left side of your spine to the top. We're gonna do the left side 3 times, all right? So just peel it down. The right side stays lifted. Press it up to the top. And again, peel it down. Reaching through, pressing up, and then let's switch to the other side. So we're getting spinal mobility, we're getting some hamstring work, maybe some shoulder mobility. I hope you're getting some breath work here. We're just trying to give both sides of our torso, our trunk, a chance to get in and play, because we're getting into some work and we want everybody on board as we get into that work. Last one to come up to the top. As always, if you need more time, you can take it. And then roll through the spine. All right, friends, we're getting ready to go to our first kind of official Pilates exercise. All of the other ones count, by the way. I can't ever start with this one, or else that's where I'll also finish. So, and given the fact we want to be here for just about another 10, 15, we want to stay focused. So I'm going to start with my feet down. We're going into the 100. It starts with our arms up. We're going to curl forward. We're going to take that little peek. If you need to use your hands here for help, please do. Oh, I see Joy entered the chat. All right, we're right here. We're sinking our abdominals down. We're going to pump. With your feet on the ground, you'll get a little bounce through your torso. That's great. Wonderful. Think of breathing in and out and in and out. If you're ready, you can bring one leg up, or you can bring 2 legs up. And that's an even more fun bounce. If you had one leg up, just make sure you switch them out. If you have 2 legs up, stay with me. Enjoy the ride. And if you have 2 legs up and you want to try something a little more fun, you can stretch your legs up to the sky. It's a lot of core work to hold on to the shape more than anything. Let's bring our heels together, toes apart. And if you are ready for the final expression, we're going to lengthen our legs to the diagonal. I'll be here for 4. Ooh, 3. That's it. We've got it. We've got it. 2. Excellent. Last one. And bring your knees into your chest. Oh, really good. Little circle around. Oh, it's my least favorite exercise in the whole Pilates syllabus, but it's so much harder up here. At least the fun factor is there. Let's go ahead and roll all the way up to the top. All right, let's go into some of our roll backs here. Oh, good. We're streaming. Yes, I tried to add it earlier because, class earlier because my son gets dropped off earlier now, so I have a little more time and I thought it might be more accessible to some folks who are trying to get it in before work, but we'll see how it goes. It's still a rush on my end. Hands to the frame, roll back. We're gonna take our arms all the way back, circle around, curl forward, take your hands to the frame, curl back up, or just let your arms float and we'll end in our spine stretch, okay? So we're peeling back, curl your tail under, press your low, middle, high waist back to the mat. Use your hands on the frame as much as you need to. Try to bend your back as you come up. Try to keep your feet really strong to the floor. I'm really kicking my heels into the frame. It does help make it look easier, but it also helps me find the work of bringing my ribs and hips closer together. One more time, everybody. Here we go. Reaching back. Let that breath go. Curling it up and over, a big long stretch, and we're gonna make our way all the way down onto our back. Pull your right knee into your chest, take both hands onto that right knee. Make sure your head is just rested either on your comfort mat or your bungees, something that I've mentioned in classes past, but not today. You can always put a mat on your rebounder for more comfort too if you need it, especially when we're doing the mat work. We're gonna stretch that left leg high. I want you to draw a straight line down, almost to hip height. And then you're gonna draw a half circle out to the side and all the way back to where you started. Now our goal here is to make sure that the rest of the body stays still. So we're practicing a bit of core control. If you can imagine, if you were in a plank position on your hands and knees, you would be trying to move your leg independently of the rest of your body. This is much like that, if that image makes sense to you, except we're on our back. No big deal. Good. All right, let's take this and reverse the direction. So take it out to the side. I'm really pressing down into my knee and coming back up. Trying to keep my opposite hip really strong, lifting to the top. Ooh. So the big plan is each week to have Monday and Wednesday streaming. And then I am working on some health-focused content as well. One more with this leg, because some of you know, some of you don't. Let's bend your knees in. I've been a health coach for almost 5 years now, and I just passed my board exam. So I got that upper level and some things to share. Let's reach that other leg up. Here we go. So we'll be talking a little bit about seasonal aspects of health, mental aspects of health and well-being, mindfulness, some nutrition, more fun recipes than anything else. Straight line down, big circle around. I'm just flexing my foot to avoid my plants, which is my main occupational hazard. Let's reverse on this next one. Take it out to the side, bring it up and through. Beautiful. And I want you all to make sure, if you're not on my mailing list, it's really good to be on the mailing list, because I do send out, I would think, some useful information each week. Hopefully not a lot of spam. I try my hardest to make it useful for you. Good, thank you, Christina. Last one. Good, bring it up to the top. All right, bend your knees in, let's rock ourselves up again. We're gonna go into rolling like a ball. But the reason why I talk about the mailing list is we're gonna be doing some fun fall challenges, a walking challenge, a lunchbox challenge. So all free things just to kind of zhuzh up the season. Even though I'm very allergic to this season, it is one of my favorites because I'm a redhead. How can you not be a fan of fall as a redhead, right? Bring your knees up, heels together. Your knees are apart. We're pushing our knees into our hands, hands into our knees, and then we're gonna curl in. Thank you, Joy, I appreciate that. Elbows nice and wide. Roll back, roll up, and find that balance. Now, if that's too much for you, you can always just hang here and just practice your balance, okay? Or you could do a tiny little mini rock and roll. Good, here we go. Roll and up. Now, as I roll back, I'm trying to stay compact, and I'm trying to make sure that I don't bang my head back there. So I'm looking right at my belly. Good. Excellent. In the coming weeks, we're gonna start to build this back up to a little more dynamic where we can start rolling to standing. If you've done that with me before, you might wanna try it now. We're gonna do 2 more, okay? Good. Last one. We're up at the top. Breathe. All right, bring your knee in. See if you can roll yourself down into an abdominal curl. We're gonna extend that left leg out, bring that right knee in, and switch legs. And switch legs. So I'm not concerned about how fast you go here. I wanna feel that one hip gets really open and then gets really closed. So we're working the strength of our hips in 2 directions. That's the point. Good. Go 3, 2, and 1. Knees come in, hands come to your ankles. Rest your head back. Find your breath. Let's curl forward. We're gonna go arms and legs together. You can go up and around, or you can play with how far you can take your arms in either direction to bring them back to center. Here we go. Reach and pull around. Now, I personally like a big inhale and then reconnection. See what breath works well for you. Let's do 3, 2, and last one. Good. Lower all the way down. Rest for a moment, turn your head side to side. A little stretch through the neck. All right, we're gonna take our legs in a diamond. Bring the heels together. If your feet are cramping, you can bring your toes apart. Hands down onto the frame. Sink down, head stays down for this one. And we're just gonna dip the toes down as low as you can manage and then sink down into your center to bring the legs back up. So think of the legs are the weight on the abdominals. You're trying not to arch your back, and then you're pushing down through your back and your abdominals to bring the legs back up. Good, breathe. All the way to the top. A couple more like this. Last 2. And last 1. All right, that was a lot. Bring your knees in. That was more than I wanted to do. I just got stuck in the zone of trying to find that nice heavy back. Last one here. Let us take our feet down to the frame. Reach back, hands behind your head. Let's take a deep breath in, find your abdominal curl. We're gonna twist and bring your elbow to your knee and then extend the other one out. I just want you to pulse here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pull it in, twist to the other side, extend the opposite leg, little pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now we're gonna switch sides for 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch. 2, 1, 2s. 1 and 2, 1, and singles for 4. 4, 3, 2, and good. Bring your knees in. Roll it up. We like it. I'm gonna grab a quick drink. We're gonna take it onto our hands and knees. Yes, I so appreciate those of you who have been streaming. While I was on my break, the classes are there, right? So it made sense. You know, it helps me feel a little less guilty for being gone. So we're taking it onto our hands and knees, and I just like to slide the bungees out of the way from my wrists. So I'm taking my hands onto the frame. From here, let's just get a little extension. So tail to the sky, chest to the sky. Just stretching out those abdominals after we worked them hard. And then rounding, stretching out the back. Really beautiful. Good, one more time. We're coming in towards the end of our class today, but if you need more, you can get more because there's so many more classes on the channel. Good, all right. Let's come back to a nice long back. To finish, I just wanna do a little bit of hip work. So stay strong on your hands and your knee. We're gonna lift your right leg up to the side and then bring it back in. This is just like a dog doing its thing on hydrant, or if you can think of a more glamorous image than that, I invite you to do that, okay? Just a little hip work, trying to find it. Now, I will share a secret. A lot of us hate this movement because it causes a little cramp in our hips. I have been doing this sort of movement, lying on my side in this one, every day for the past 6 weeks, and making sure I stretch it out afterwards too. But it's making a huge difference in the hip support for my knees, even as a person who had a good deal of strength before I got injured. So just a little, one of the big lessons that I've learned is consistency trumps all novelty, is what I want to say. So some of these fancy exercises that say they're going to fix your life, well, maybe, but you kind of got to do them every day. That's what I've been reminded of. Good, one more like this, everybody. Reach it out. Good, bring it down. Let's walk your hand forward. We'll take a little hip stretch here, bring it forward to the frame. You can replace your hands and then just drop your hips as low as you like. Chest lift. Getting into your breath. Looking for that opening in the front of your hip fold. Yeah, I never thought I would spend so much extra time, even as a fitness instructor, a health coach. It's a 30 to 45 minute commitment every day, which means something had to give. So, you know, a little less scrolling on social media to do my foot exercises. I think I can handle it. Let's go back. Bring it around. Other side, almost there, everybody. All right. Find that nice strong spine. We'll lift the opposite leg up, bring it down. We'll lift it up, bring it down. So listen, as we're getting back into a regular cadence, we actually have some new folks who have come on as well. I believe Cheryl is one of them, Lou. I know these are all handles, but I'm very excited for y'all to meet them if they can join us live, but I also want to hear about what you want. How will we close the year on this channel? I know rebounding is a priority for sure. And on our Wednesday class, I have a little kind of mix and match planned. We've got 3 more reps, okay? But I want to hear all about it. I've been doing some lymphatic work. Here's our last one. As you know, I love to add in the lymph massage. I suppose it would be most helpful to hear about your goals. So I'll put a little chat in the community and see what you're working on. Because we are a small community here. I have no shortage of folks telling me in my email every day how I can pay them millions of dollars to get to the top of YouTube. It's not really about that for me. It's just about showing up for the people who need it. But if we can help you more effectively by finding out exactly what you need and or help other people find us, that's the goal, yeah? All right, I'm gonna go ahead and shift this foot around. I want you to come to a seated position however you can. We're gonna finish just with a standing roll up. So let's go ahead and walk our hands over our feet and just take a moment to hang forward. If you wanna bend your knees, that's okay. You wanna feel your spine just relaxing and releasing. Big breath in, good. All right, bend your knees slowly, tuck your tail, and as you roll up, remember we're rebuilding our posture here and losing our microphone. That's all good. Come all the way up, find your shoulders where they need to be, bring your head up, feel that energy up the front, down the back. Remember, before you go to your next thing, take a minute to just kind of consider how and why the movement mattered to you today. I miss it when it's gone, but it's when I'm in it when I feel the most gratitude for just what my body is able to do today. Some days are better than others, and I'm on a journey right now where it's really important that I make that distinction to really listen in and serve my body with the movement she needs that day. So I hope you can do the same, and thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you on Wednesday. Check out the community, check out the schedule, and be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. All those YouTube-y things, right? Beautiful. Oh, so many comments. Oh, you took one of the lymph bounce classes. Yes, the Big Six. This Big Six is a great, great technique. And thank you for keeping your workouts going as well. I'm sorry about the arthritis in your neck, but I get it. I get it, I get it. Vagus nerve, yeah. The lymph bounce, I think, is my sweet spot, y'all. It's kind of where I want to be. It's kind of where I want to live. I just want to live in a whole little lymphy hammock of flow and everything. I just graduated a course on movement for lymph health, and it almost made my head explode because there's so many intricate pieces, and this was a really detailed medical course. However, I'm just taking a little time to digest that, and then we'll start to infuse it into some of our upcoming offerings. But listen, y'all are amazing. Yeah, we all want to live in the lymphy hammock. Y'all are amazing. I appreciate your support on every level, and just know that that means a lot to me that you're here with me live. So have a great rest of your week. I'll see you Wednesday, and bye-bye.